Mayowa, the founder and CEO of Jeroid Nigeria Limited. As they say, to invest, you need a strong imagination, and a sense of spotting opportunity. Mr. Jeremiah was well aware of the difference involved in the trading of cryptocurrencies and gift card in Nigeria. The business of trading itself proved to be nearly even for those who had valuable assets involved revolving an opportunity hidden in this problem. He started his company in 2017 with a mission not only to offer a reliable platform for trading, but also to provide a platform with some of the
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great honor to be here today to speak to us. When I was told about speaking or the opportunity to speak at the Future Summit, first I need to say thank you to the organizers of this event for adding me to the list of speakers. When I looked at the list of speakers, I think I'm one of the youngest there, and that shows that I'm doing something well at Jeroid. Yeah, so my name is Jeremiah Mayowa, and I'm the founder of Jeroid. So what do we do at Jeroid? So Jeroid is a cryptocurrency trading platform. We have our app on the Apple Store and on the Google Play Store, where you can buy crypto, sell crypto, own your personalized crypto wallet. You can also pay bills. Then you can also buy airtime and go that things. So yeah, when we talk about consistency, when I heard the topic, it really drew my mind to how important consistency is. This brought my mind back to 2017 when we started at Jeroid. So when we say consistency, what do we actually mean? I would say consistency is doing something regularly. Keep doing it. So one thing I would say we do at Jeroid, or we've been doing at Jeroid, is solving problems. And we continue to do that regularly. So how do I mean? So in 2017, when discussing with a friend, I spotted a problem. And that problem was the fact that people could not access a safe place to buy cryptocurrencies. Many people did not even understand what crypto mean at that point in time. And at that time, cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin, or which we know now, one of them, was about $700. So it was a great opportunity to venture into this. There was an investment opportunity the friend introduced me to then, though it was more of a pyramid scheme, but this gave me insight to how much people need to buy this and sell. Because some people have, they don't know where to sell it, and some people do not have, they are looking for where to buy. So what we did then was just to be the middleman. Buy from those that have, sell to those that need. So, also buy from those that don't have, and vice versa. And that really worked because at that point we solved that problem, and that gave Jeroid a very big leverage. Moving forward, we also saw another problem in terms of gift card trading. I don't know if you've heard of that before. That also came into play, and we are also solving that problem. So one advice I would like to give is for us to look for problems in the field, right? There will always be problems, and that is where consistency comes in. You have to regularly source out for those problems and keep solving them. While the host was reading my profile, he mentioned that we just launched the version 2 of the Jeroid app, which we launched about 3 weeks ago. We launched the app about 2 years ago. That's the version 1 app. What does this mean? We regularly look out for problems in the field. As I said, in 2017 when we started, there was no app. It was just me attending to people via WhatsApp, receiving their trades, paying them. But at a point, because of the numbers we were pulling, WhatsApp could not work anymore. I believe some of us that use WhatsApp web, you know that not more than 4 devices can log into WhatsApp at the same time. So this shows that we're doing something that we're really solving a problem. At that time, we're only solving 2 problems, which was people selling crypto and also gift cards. Then we move on recently to the new app, where people can now now pay bills, they can also buy crypto, which is one thing we did not have. And now they have a personalized crypto wallet. So what does this mean? Either we are in the automobile space, in the tech space, fashion space, there will always be problems in the field we're in that nobody has been able to solve. Even if somebody has been able to solve it, how well have they solved that problem? That is where we should come in. So don't stop looking for problems in the field. And trust me, when you solve problems, you don't end up begging people to buy your product. Your product will sell for itself. And I must say, I said we launched the Jeroid version 2 app 3 weeks ago, and in a week, we put very massive number. On our Instagram page, we posted one of the achievements in just about 5 days. We were able to do about $2 million worth in transaction on the new app. So this shows that when you solve a problem, you don't really need to do a lot of marketing. Your marketing cost will actually be reduced, and your product would reach the people it's supposed to reach without, like, word would fly about your product. So that is one of the tips I would like to give us today. One thing about being consistent is discipline. It takes a lot to be disciplined, especially the kind of world we are in and as young people. But this really helps in being consistent and building a very strong brand. Also, I would like to talk about consistency in terms of doing the most. I must say something. At Jeroid, since we launched our office, it was like 3 years ago, where we moved to the office to start working because it was remote at some point, we have never shut down. We have never had 5 minutes break. What do I say when what do I mean when I say that? We walk around the clock. And that is what makes us different from other crypto exchanges, whereby probably, like let's say when we were working on WhatsApp, we had to, so to say, whereby between like 10, somebody's trying to reach you at night, you're saying, oh, I'm sleeping, you're waking up the next morning. But one thing we did was provide 24/7 service. We have 3 shifts working at the office, 8 hours each, and we have continued that for over 2 years now, non-stop. So that shows how consistent we want to be. Because one thing about doing that is that you make people trust you more. When they know they can reach you at any time, they text you, you are available. Not just like the others. Don't do what other people are doing. Let's try to do the most. So that is one tip I would like to share. And also, we need to set out daily routines. I'm not a preacher of doing things or listening to a lot of motivational quotes, so to say. But I believe anything we want to do as a person, we can get it done. And as, let's say, entrepreneurs of which we are, we need to think about our brand every day, 2/7. In anything you do, either you are eating, drinking, your brand should be in your mind. You should always strive to do something great. And this has also helped me. So at this point, I would say we should never give up. We should always embrace consistency as the key ingredient to success. So I hope I've been able to speak well on that topic. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a very short one, and I appreciate that. It's more about Jeroid, what this session is all about. And we appreciate the fact that consistency was brought into it. I just have a question. In this particular field, which I believe is a like-minded question, there was a point in time in the country where the government brought up some policies which was against this form of business. Now, I want to understand how, because now it's within this time of 3 years which we're in business now, and you still said there was no time, you had 5 minutes break. So I want to know, what's not telling you to give me your secret nature, but what I'm just trying to understand is, okay, so situations like that, how were you able to, because it's a big challenge, what were you able to do? How were you able to overcome that period? What was that thing that didn't move you? Was it that it has all been rosy all through this era? Exactly. Thank you. So you need to let us understand this thing. Not because we want to deep into God, because if we have similar issues in other business, so we need to understand.
Yeah, so talking about this, I think what you're talking about is the CBN love letter that we received in 2020. Yeah, so that actually affected business, but that was about 3 years ago. So I was talking about 2 years. So these were some of the challenges we faced in the business. And the CBN love letter was a regulation whereby we were not supposed to convert crypto to Naira automatically for users. Trust me, it was not a ban against cryptocurrency. Last 3 weeks, we had a meeting with the CBN representative, self-representative. We also have a federal government agency for crypto called ITDA. So we had the, let's say, stakeholder meeting with them, whereby we liaised regulations that could be put in place to ensure cryptocurrency is adopted fully. So this has been going on for a long time now, and we're working on an infrastructure that would make things work well. They have their fears, which is fine, but we have also explained our part of the story. And the only thing that stopped was automatic payments for companies like this, whereby the banks would not offer you automated payments because they don't want you to convert dollars to Naira, so to say. So that is just the rule. It's not a ban against the cryptocurrency industry or anything like that. Even in the recent financial act, I'm not really good with finance, but my accounting team, there's no law saying do not do cryptocurrency. There is none.
Thank you very much. So that's the person to go about it. Thank you.
One thing, even with my knowledge about cryptocurrency, one thing we've done at Jeroid is make sure we push out content to guide people even in local dialects. We are the first to do that. We push out content in languages like Hausa, Igbo, just to make sure this goes to the grassroots. But talking about how you can push for that, we just want to start. Personally, we do not, Jeroid is not an investment company whereby you say bring a particular amount, let's say people trade or whatever. No. But what we do is we help you to purchase. If you want to buy, if you want to key into all this investment, maybe buy some dollars worth of Bitcoin, you can deposit money on the Jeroid, use it to buy that crypto. If you want to sell back, if you are, maybe you make profits, because many people today, they receive payments in crypto. People that do Forex, they receive their profits in crypto because it makes it easy. Instead of having to receive dollars, moving it here and there. So you can sell that for Naira on the app. So we don't do probably investment or trading whereby you make times 2 or 3 of service. I don't know if that answers the question.
You see the role of decentralized token, the central bank is introducing to us. How do you think that's going to go? Because currently, the agenda for cryptocurrency is more of a Ethereum of a centralized stuff. So we trying to integrate centralized stuff into it. How do you think we are going to do that? Since we don't even, I don't say trust the government. How do you think we are going to go about that at the name of control?
Yeah, so these questions you asked were some of the questions we had at the stakeholders meeting with the CBN representative and the self-representative last week. But I can't directly answer for them, but these were some of the questions we asked. And some of their answers, let me just share some, was that the centralized token they are working on will be based on the blockchain technology. We were asking them questions like, which technology? Is it Ethereum network? Is it Bitcoin network? Is it Tron network? These were the questions we were asking them at that meeting, but they did not give us an answer. So we are still waiting for the answer. That's all I can say. So this also shows that cryptocurrency is not illegal because we're having this conversation with them.
Consistency, as I discussed inside, is the act of doing something regularly and keep doing it. That's just it.
A word for the
Yeah, well done. My name is Mayowa. I'm the founder at Jeroid.
Okay, tell us about Jeroid.
Jeroid is a cryptocurrency trading firm. We deal in buying and selling of all cryptocurrencies and as well as trading gift cards. That's some of the few things we do. Consistency, as I discussed inside, is the act of doing something regularly and keep doing it. That's just it. Yeah, it was a great one. Yeah, it was so much fun talking to young entrepreneurs and just showing them some of the tips that we've used in the past and how it can help them.